The next video. In today's video I will show you how to upload an image from React Native to AWS S3 bucket. This will be applicable both for old architecture as well as new architecture because I will be using Axios. First things first, like there is a JavaScript library from AWS, like AWS SDK, which you can integrate in React Native as well, but according to me that is a bad approach. What I will be doing is I will using Axios, and I have already made a video of Node.js, and in that video I have used that AWS SDK for JavaScript to upload it to S3. So we will be using that Node.js API, sending the file to Node.js, and Node.js will upload it to AWS S3. The reason why you should not use that AWS SDK directly inside your React Native application is because it requires, so AWS requires the secret access key, and you should not ship those kind of things inside your app. It could be, your app could be reverse engineered easily, and an hacker could get an access to those keys. So that's one thing. Another thing is, if you know me, like yeah, all of my videos are about writing native modules, but in this video I have kept it simple because I will be using form data library, not library, form data of JavaScript along with Axios to send that file to React Native, and also I'm using the image picker library. Personally, I really don't like using form data inside a React Native application. Yes, if it was a web application using Next.js or React.js, then it should have been fine, but like there will be some performance implication, even though they are not noticeable. If you prefer, do write native code. For unfortunately I don't really like writing JavaScript code for networking logic in React Native. If it was a web app, then it's fine. So yeah, anyways, let's get started. So I have created a React Native application, and I am using React Native 73. It was, I think, in previous versions of React Native, I remember like 63, 64, we have to use this, have to install this form data library as well. But fortunately with 73, I think in recent version they might have added it internally in JavaScript, but I do remember that I was facing long time back, like 3-4 years ago, issues with form data. So I had to install a third party library, but we don't have to use it. We don't have to install it now. So in dependencies, you can see I have just added Axios, and I have added React Native image picker. Next, I have done npm install or yarn install, whatever you do, and also make sure you do pod install for your IOS directory. Again, this is applicable for both old and new architecture. If you are using new architecture, follow the steps of new architecture as well. Next, I will just show you the output as well. So I will just click on upload image. It opens the image picker. I will select one particular image, then it automatically calls that Node.js API, and it uploads that image to AWS S3, then sends us the download URL, and I'm just displaying it inside an image view. So here you can see this is our button where I'm calling the upload method, and this is the image URI, and once we have the image URI, we are displaying the image. Now if you see over here, so first, another thing which I want to mention is that I have not deployed my Node.js application to AWS or Google Cloud. I'm still using my localhost, and this is my IP. So what you will have to do is, you will have to go to Android. Given that it is HTTP and not HTTPS, you will have to add this bit of line, and this you also have to add this, irrespective of whether it is HTTP or HTTPS, you have to add internet permission. But given that I'm using HTTP, I also need to add this. And for iOS, I will go to info.plist, and I will add this. Sorry, not this. You will have to add this for photo library usage description permission. And again, this I had to add this thing because again I'm using HTTP and not HTTPS. If you are using HTTPS, you don't need to add this, but you have to add this photo library usage. Sorry, not this, but this photo library usage description. I'm not sure how this got added. I have noticed this couple of times, like this location permission automatically gets added whenever I create a React Native project. I'm not sure why this gets added, or maybe I did something. You don't really need this. Okay, so you can remove this. Next, inside upload method, so here you can see that I have just taken an image URI use state variable, and also have taken use windows dimensions width, and I have taken an upload, created an upload method. Here we are calling that launch image library from React Native image picker. Also I have imported Axios, and here I'm setting the selection limit as 1 and media type is photo, and if the results.assets is not undefined and if it is greater than 0, then we are getting the first file because we are only accessing one file at a time. Then if you want, you can allow multiple files as well. Then you will have to write this logic inside a for loop or a map. Then here I am creating form data. Then this is the key for my node.js application, so this is how I was sending it. So if you are using some different key, make sure you change it over here as well. Then I'm just appending our URI, the type as well as the name. If you want, you can get this like image extension from programmatically as well. You already have the file name, right? So, or the file URI you can just get from that, but I have just hard coded it for now. And here is the response, and this is our API, and here you will have to add the headers of multi-part form data and send the form data over here. And once we get the download URL, we are just setting it to image URI. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.